Football is about to change forever. This isn't just a transfer. This is a statement that will send shockwaves through the Premier League. And as I say, will change the course of next season and beyond. Just 24 hours ago, we were talking about the prospects of Alexander Isak joining Liverpool. A fair percentage of Newcastle fans, and I think football fans at large, were laughing at this, suggesting that it shouldn't be discussed, that it was a pipe dream, it was impossible. The misquoting of a David Ornstein article, looking at his tweet rather than the body of work on the Athletic website, suggesting that Newcastle were buying Hugo Ekitike and the objective was to play them both in the same starting 11 on a regular basis. This felt a little bit like folly. This felt like an exaggeration. But nobody could have strapped us in for what was going to happen over the next 24 hours. What we have witnessed today is epic beyond proportions. Do me a favor and hit the like button right now, please. Make sure you're sharing this content. Subscribe and turn on the bell notifications as well. But the football world is holding its breath, and here is why. Today, Liverpool contacted Newcastle United. Now, this comes after multiple false claims that this deal was never active. This deal was never on. There wasn't the possibility this would happen. Now, you get this a lot in the football world. Won't happen. They won't win. That's impossible. No chance. And people say this as a coping mechanism to shut down conversations. Don't want to talk about it. Won't happen. Now, they may end up guessing right, but that doesn't mean their motivation was correct. Their motivation is to shut down the conversation. Will it work? How much would it be for? Where would he fit into the system? How would you replace him? When you're talking about transfers, it's done to shut it down. A sensible person who can do conditional reasoning would say, it could happen, the deal's on, but I don't think it will, and here's why. That's a grown-up and sensible conversation. And around Alexander Isak to Liverpool, I think there's been disrespect shown to Liverpool Football Club. This idea that they're just sort of floating about and treading water around this deal from around April 2025 until now, the 15th of July 2025. The idea they would be skirting about it and had no idea whether it would happen. The fact that people think Liverpool would be stupid enough to allow a narrative about them going for the player to exist without shutting it down if it was truly impossible. That's the bit I found so offensive. I don't like Liverpool. I'm a Man United fan. I don't like them. I don't want them to be successful. I don't want this news to be true. But the way it's been shut down, I think, has been utterly disrespectful to who and what they are as a football club. Now, we'll get back to Hugo Ekitike in a minute, but we have to look at what Liverpool did today. They knocked on the door. This is all metaphorical, by the way. They did contact Newcastle. I'm adding a little bit of dramatization. That's just for the toaster people that need it explaining. Hello. I can't do accents, by the way. I wish I could, but I can't. Hello. You're right. It's Liverpool. What do you want? Well, we want to make an inquiry. How much would it cost for us to get Isak out your team? Because we're interested in making a move for him. He's not for sale, guys. He's not for sale, but 200 million is our price. So he's for sale at 200 million, or he's not for sale. Which is it? We don't want to sell him. We have no intention of selling him, but we need over 150 million if we do. So is he for sale or not? Well, as we just said, we've got no intention of selling him, but if you offer us somewhere near 150 million, maybe it will happen. So he is for sale at the right price. We didn't say that. Okay, anyway, thank you for letting us know. We want to let you know something, Newcastle. Oh, what's that? If you don't sell us Isak, do you know what we're going to do? Cry? You'll be the one crying. Do you want to know what we're going to do? Cry some more? Listen, mate, you're the ones who are going to be in tears in Magpie Heaven in a minute. Okay, Liverpool, what are you going to do? If you don't sell us Isak, we're just going to hijack the Hugo Ekitike deal. How'd you like them apples? Something like that. I don't think it actually went down like that, but that's how I'm interpreting this. That's what they've done either directly or via the media. Liverpool are saying, Give us Isak or we'll take Ekitike. Now, on Ekitike, a big report in the last hour has come out that Newcastle are fading in confidence of landing him. Now, that's one of two reasons. They're either fading in confidence because the player is saying, oh, I prefer the Liverpool move. Oh, I prefer the Liverpool move. Liverpool, QE. That could be it. He could prefer the Liverpool move. So now Newcastle are saying, right, we're not going to get Ekitike to bolster our front line, but we keep Isak for at least another year. Who comes in for Isak next summer? Who knows? That's not a bad deal for Newcastle, other than the fact one of the best young up-and-coming attackers in the world will not be at their club. And unless he flops at Liverpool, probably won't be at their club because it's going to be a big move of 70-odd million. To take him in a year or two's time is going to cost you 80, 90, 100. And I don't know whether Newcastle will be in a position to do that then. And would Liverpool sell to him if he's that good? No, they wouldn't do that. But I think Isak goes within the next year or two anyway. So it's still a little bit of a dampener, still a problem, but not massively impactful in the short term. Or are they losing confidence in him because it's their way of walking away from the deal to keep Isak? That's one part of it. But if Newcastle turn around and say, look, Ekitike, we still want you. We're going to sell Alexander Isak to Liverpool. Well, then Liverpool are going to pull out of the deal. Hugo Ekitike becomes a Newcastle player. It's an amazing little, well, not really a love triangle because there's four parties involved. A love square, a bit of a rectangle. But Liverpool, I've said it all summer, are moving mad. Liverpool are behaving like the giant club they are. They're willing to break British transfer records for the second time in one window. They want to retain this league title. They understand the significance of maintaining a league title, defending it, retaining it, going back to back. They understand the need to want to win multiple trophies in a season as well, and they are going for it. Not going for broke, because they're not going to be over. Liverpool won't collapse if this fails, but they're going for it. It's been a phenomenal summer, and how do I say this? I'm petrified of what they're going to do next year. I am absolutely petrified because I can't see them losing the league title. I just can't see them regressing. I can't see these signings failing. They're buying good quality from the Prem. They're buying the very best available from outside the Premier League. One of the best fullbacks in Germany, one of the best number 10s, not just in Germany, but in world football. Adding the most spoken about and talked about striker currently in the world in Isak is the stuff of nightmares for us, but a thing of beauty for Liverpool. And football in the Premier League is about to change forever. Because if Liverpool set this precedent for themselves and it works, by God, you better watch out. I still think for a club that has spent a lot of money, still felt there was times where they just cut a corner here, came a bit short there, and didn't quite go the extra mile in the market, which would have yielded multiple more trophies, multiple more league titles, and probably more Champions Leagues over the past 25 years. And they're doing it now. I don't want to use the phrase a sleeping giant has woken, because they've been winning major trophies for the past decade. But I feel like this giant has just got bigger, more potent. You know, when you watch a sort of fantasy movie and some creature does something cool and then suddenly they've got a new superpower. It's like a new superpower. Genuinely like a new superpower. It's horrible. But fair play to Liverpool. And look, I think there's a really good chance they get this done. I think there's a really good chance they get it over the line. But I want your thoughts. I want your feelings in the comment section below. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. Peace.